Hello, everyone.
Good day to you.
Good day.
Good day to you.
This is the beauty of the Potcast.
Oh, yes.
You can listen morning, noon, and
or
night.
But what time of day would you say it's best to listen to the podcast?
The time of day when you're really pissed at your face, or you've had a little...
Oh, what's that? A smoke up?
A smoke up. Smoke up. Probably the best time to...
I say the best time to listen to the podcast is probably on the bog.
Yes.
When you're at your most relaxed.
I would say so.
I'm very relaxed on the bog, I must say.
Oh, I know you are. It's probably the best way to be, isn't it?
It chills me out, you know.
I'm not so much. The teeth marks on the door of my toilet, you know. I'm a
Were you like,
ooish? It's a horrible thing to start
the podcast.
with.
You had a question for me, I think, didn't you?
At this time of year, with Christmas on the horizon...
Just round the corner.
Whatever happens to... off of Orinoco Flow.
Oh, yeah.
The pop star Enya. And you told me, you hinted to me you had some news on Enya.
I did. What I heard, and I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but what I heard, what happened to her, was that she moved to Enniskillen.
Is this right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. She moved to Enniskillen, right, and then she opened a jewellery shop. Right, and then she got burgled, and after she got burgled, she got post-traumatic stress disorder.
This is true.
Yeah, and then she moved to New Zealand,
right,
because she was so distraught about the burglary and the jewellery.
Yeah,
and she started a club all about whales. You know, like whale watching.
Right.
She took people out in boats to do whale watching.
Any more bad luck there?
No, she was fine. And that went on for about 5 years. And then she got bored. And then she tried to make a comeback with another album.
There's enough
and
misery in the world.
Yeah, no one was bothered.
Right.
So she went back to doing the whales.
Well, it's interesting you should say that, because you know that calf up your way?
Yeah.
I just saw her in there, because I went in, you know, when I met.
Has this got anything to do with Brexit?
It might have in a minute, because Brexit has been so terrible. Times are hard for her, and she's now working in there. She does a full sausage.
Christ.
And, you know, the problem is with her, she wants to hint that she was something. So I went out, I said, I'll have sausage, please. Yeah. Bacon. You got any black pudding? And she went,
you know,
I went, never mind that.
Yeah,
Can I have 2 white toast and
yeah, all right. I love the 2 sugars in the tea.
I know your back catalogue.
Yeah.
But, and I said, can I take it away? She said, you can sail away
with the sausage. I
said,
I don't want to sail away. I just want to go and sit at the four-market table.
Yeah, I said, so anyway, I paid up, and then I said, bye-bye. She went, goodbye. See you very soon. Goodbye.
Oh.
See you very soon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but Brexit.
Oh, Christ. It's all gone south, hasn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
We won't talk about Brexit, I don't think.
No, because...
But we will just say this.
Yes, go on. Mark Carney.
Mark Carney. Oh, I know him, you know.
Oh, Carney.
Yeah, I know
Head of the
him.
Bank of England.
Yeah, because I used to work there at the Bank of England,
did,
right?
yeah.
And he was all like, oh, I'm Mark Carney, head of the Bank of England and all that, you know. And I said, listen, mate, I knew you when you worked in Curry's.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So don't give it all this to me.
Yeah.
Like, both know where you come from. Like, before you was in Curry's, you worked in Dixon's.
That's right.
Right? And you were selling videos. So I know all about you. Yeah. Okay? So don't give me all this about Project Hysteria and Project Hysteria and all that. And he's like this. He's gone, Angelos, you know, I know I worked in Dixon's and Curry's and now, but please don't say anything to anybody because it'll undermine me at the Bank of England. I said, I said, all right, Mark, I won't say nothing although I am saying it here, right? But look, I'll only say it here, right? He's worried about me going to the papers and that, saying that he worked in Dixon's and now he works at the Bank of England, right? I says, I won't say nothing, but you have got to tone it down with all this stuff about Brexit, right? And he's ignored me. He's ignored me.
Has he really?
Yeah, he's ignored me. He's gone in full tilt. So this is why I'm now saying it in public that he used to work in Dixon's.
Well, let me tell you this about the man. He might know. He might claim to know about, the customs union.
Oh yeah, all that.
On gross national product and all that. But really, you ask him whether you need an HP7. That's when he really earns his confidence.
I said, what do you reckon on these headphones, Mark? Oh, they're some of the best in the industry.
And then he stops and goes,
I don't know anything about headphones.
World Trade Organisation.
And he'll go, I want to talk about the trade deals with the USA, but if you're thinking about buying a Betamax video, I would strongly not do that. I go, oh, no, I don't mean that.
I was up at Old Threadneedle Street there, the Bank of England, the other day, and I saw him. He's popping out for his lunch. He goes to Pretz there. Enya, so she serves in there. Anyway, come out. And just to give him a little shock, I went, what's the views on flat screen television when you want to get the 76 inches of 54 inches? Sanzuki are doing it. No, sorry.
Yes, this is what happens. It's like all programmed in there. Yeah. It's all programmed in there.
Training they do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's interesting about Carney is that despite not having worked in Dixon's now for about, must be coming up to 25 years, right? He still keeps himself up with the new entries of the catalogue.
I see that.
So anything,
his briefcase.
Yeah. So if anything new comes in, right, he's gone. Oh, right. What's this new cable? And he's up on it. He knows the model number. He knows how much it costs. He knows how many's in stock all around the country.
It's like that, isn't it? Mr. Carney, the Chancellor of the Exchequer is coming to see you, and he's leafing through something about photocopying paper.
That's right, yeah.
Whether it's the inkjet or whether
that's right. But it's very easy to catch him out.
It is.
Yeah. But, if you know that's his weakness.
Yeah, and if his problem is the latest one today, we've had Project Fear.
Oh yeah.
But now the Rees-Mogg and these other twats, and they're all saying, it's Project Hysteria.
Well, they keep changing the name of whatever project it is.
Which project?
Like Project Runway. Project Tile.
Aubergine.
Project Puff.
Yeah. Do you think they're all sat round going, what we gonna call it? I think they get more extreme. So next week be Project Shit Yourself.
Yeah, Project Balls.
Project Balls Up.
Yeah. Project Balls Up.
I reckon Rees-Mogg is there with all his poshes. What are we going to call it? We got Fear. Project Mildly Irritating.
I don't like the look of him. I don't like the look of him at all. I think he looks like something out of Dracula.
He does look like something out of Dracula.
He looks like something out of Dracula.
He'd have us all working for him.
Yeah, I think if you got too close to Rees-Mogg, he'd take a big lump out of your neck.
Oh, yeah, but you say that, but remember when I used to work for him?
Yeah, I know. You used to do that. You used to do all his finances as well.
Let me tell you, I did his finances. I've done a lot for him. I polished his shoes and that. But let me tell you something. He is as common as dog's muck.
Oh, Christ.
I do not fall for that at all. When he gets in with his monocle and all that.
Yeah, all the top hat and all that.
The top hat and so Lord Bossington.
Yeah.
It gets him. He puts on his slippers. He goes to his wife. Oh, Christ, he sat down, got one of them park and old chairs.
That's it.
Right. He goes.
Oh, come on, stick goggle box on.
Sit there. He gets a cat and splash, he goes.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was like. I thought that's what he was like. Yeah, because I worked for him as well.
I remember.
A
couple of years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago I worked for him. I was his handmaid.
Oh,
right? Yeah. And I was like, he'd come home and like, oh yeah, I've got to do all the finances and all that stuff like that, you know. And then he comes home, he's like, oh, crying out loud. Yeah, pull me trousers down, please. I'm going for a shit.
It's horrible, isn't
it? So I had to like pull his pants down, pull his trousers down, and all that stuff. And he would literally. Like, he's a bit strange because I'd pull his pants down and his trousers down in the middle of the living room, and he would literally wobble, you know, wobble to the bog like that with his trousers and pants around his ankles, like a child actually.
Well,
and also when he's at the urinal.
Yeah.
He pulls his pants and trousers all the way down to his ankles.
Yeah, well, that's because he went to that posh school. That's what
but he went to that posh school, but he still speaks like a, you know, like a right old cockney.
What he does do, which I find amazing, is he wears that Pearly King outfit when he comes in.
Yeah. All called blimey, isn't
he goes all called blimey. Name is Rees-Mogg, and I like to pretend to be posh. That's a load of tosh. I'm a cockney geezer when I come home, I put on my Pearly King outfit, and then I say to my lovely wife, get some chips and get some fucking dips. The football's on and I'm gonna recline at home. She gets a couple of cans of lager. Oh, someone's trying to get through to me. Yeah, it didn't really. This is the problem with people trying to text me.
It's a joke, isn't it, when you're trying to do your song?
Do me song. Anyway, you get the point.
I get the point. He likes some Celebrity Jungle thing. He
loves all that. He pretends he's into Latin.
Oh yeah, I like that. He says, I like Latin and I like Brahms and Liszt, he says. But as soon as he gets home, he's like, rock, stick the jungle on and see what Niall Edmonds is up to.
Stick the old jungle on.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit about all this Brexit stuff, actually.
I like classical music.
Oh yes, I like classical music. All that, yeah, that's right. And when he gets back, he's like, stick Neighbours on, will you?
Stick the fucking Neighbours on.
What's
well, listen,
what's Stephen Dennis up to?
Stephen Dennis? Yeah. Oh, Christ. Well, you know, he was a caretaker at the school where I used to work.
Stephen Dennis was?
Stephen Dennis,
I know he was, yeah.
Doesn't it make you feel good? Not really when they're hours. No, the council cuts.
Yeah.
All his overtime. And he would come in and, you know...
Dennis?
Yeah, he'd go into the staff room in his boiler suit and they'd go, these radiators need to...
And he's bleeding, yeah.
And, you know, there'd be someone there, you know, the headmaster would say something like... Dennis.
Yeah, you can call me Stephen.
Yeah, and they go,
whatever. No, I'm going to call you Dennis.
Dennis, and they go, listen, I used to be I was in Neighbours a few years ago. Yeah, never mind all that.
Can you go and get the radiator key?
Get the radiator key, and there's some of them televisions need pushing out the junior common room.
Yeah,
Can you get that just...
I'll do it for you, but I used to be quite big in Neighbours.
Well, that's as maybe, Stephen, but I don't believe you.
Well, I'll go and put the televisions out, but But I used to be married to one of the twins and Neighbours.
Yeah, well, that's all very well, Dennis, but could you please go and sweep up the...
There was a time when I was married and I used to run Lassiter's.
Dennis...
So this reminds me a lot about that time.
Dennis, stop being a prick. Now get back into the boiler room and, you know, and
I'm
sweep up the school hall?
I'm grateful for this job, but I used to be married to one of the twins and Neighbours. And I like working here.
That was so embarrassing because the history teacher, you know, Mrs. Lewis used to say, I don't know why it keeps going on and on and on about Neighbours.
Well, because he's proud of his past.
Yeah, well...
He's proud of it.
The kids don't remember nothing. But talking to the people who've had funny jobs, do you remember all this business about Meghan Markle?
Oh, Christ.
Meghan Markle.
Oh, God, that one.
The Daily Mail now making out she's trouble. She's falling out with Kate.
Well, she is.
Go on, you tell us about it. I don't believe that.
She is a nightmare.
Well, when you used to work
I worked for her for between 2015 to 2016 and a half.
Right.
Okay?
Was this at Kensington?
Yeah, Kensington, yeah. And before that as well, when she's in America.
Yeah.
I was her valet.
Right.
Anyway, she's like a nightmare. She's like...
Is she?
Yeah, honestly. It's like
serious.
every little thing. It's like, how do I turn my iPad on? And I'm like, oh, Christ. I said, give it to me, Miss Marples. You know, I had to call her Miss Marples.
Miss
like
Marples,
that. Yeah, because she was a big fan of Miss Marple. And she changed her name to Markle. Right, because it sounded a bit like Marple, right?
Yeah, silly cow.
And she wanted to be like Miss Marple, you know.
Yeah.
I said, oh, Christ, all right, Miss Marple.
All right, whatever, Miss
So I started turning on an iPad. She says, oh, God, put it on the telly bit. I went, oh, my God, all right.
Yeah,
So I had to put it on the telly bit, you know, so she could watch Angela, what's it, Lansbury. Angela Lansbury, you know, Murder, She Wrote, because she liked that programme, right?
And she was murdered.
And she's going to me, what's going on with this? What's going on in the plot of this show? She says. I'm like, well, someone's died, and then Angela Lansbury is a novelist, right? She's writing a book, but at the moment she's taking a break so she can solve this crime.
Yeah.
She says, well, who's the killer? And I says, I don't know who the killer is, because we have to wait to watch the show to find out who the killer is. She said, well, I don't want to watch the whole show. I want you to tell me who the killer is.
Yeah, it's unreasonable.
I says, I don't know who the killer is. She said, well, why haven't you seen this before?
Yeah.
I said, well, because of the same reason you haven't seen it before, I said to her.
Yeah, I know.
I said, look, mate, listen, we're all watching this Miss Angela Lansbury for the first time.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, she didn't accept it, and she tried to get off of me. And in the end, I've gone, that is enough of that now. I'm going to have to move on, I'm afraid. So I handed in my papers.
Yeah, and then you set her up with Harry.
I set her up with Harry,
yeah. Because you knew.
But you worked with her for quite a long time as well, didn't you?
Oh, God, well, she was real
Did she understand the plots of the telly when you worked with her?
When I was working with her, it was a couple of years before.
You were watching the Guns of Navarone?
No, Midsummer Murders was the real problem. All right, she liked John Nettles.
Yeah.
We all liked John Nettles.
That's right, that's not unreasonable. That's not a fireable offence.
I'd come in the morning, you know, I have to get her iPad on, move her chamber pot with all her poo in it and that. And
chuck that out the window.
Chuck that straight out the window. And then I'd get her breakfast, quail's eggs, swan's eggs,
kippers in it.
Dog's eggs, and then
hard to come by them,
kick some animals for her, and then I'd kick an animal, and then I'd get a tray up in her bed, all a four-poster.
Oh yeah, you will
and
get
she'd
that.
go, Barry, what are we gonna do today? I wanna watch Midsummer Murders. You see, like that.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So I'll have to load it up on iPlayer. The second John Nettles shows his face stumbling into a village hall or whatever.
Someone's died,
Someone died. What's happening?
This is what you get with her. This is what you get with her.
Someone be murdered. I go, the clues in the
name. Name of the show.
Well, I think the vicar done it. You know, like that and all that. And I go, look, can we watch the whole thing through?
Yeah.
Know? And she'd insist. So that gets into that. You know what Midsummer Murders is like. Half an hour and you can't remember what happened at the start.
Oh, exactly,
anyway.
yeah.
She's talking through
all the way through it.
You will, bless you, Your Royal Highness, Majesty. Unless you follow the plots carefully, you will not know what's happening.
Yeah.
She loved Bergerac, and she particularly loved Midsummer Murders.
Yeah, well, she likes Nettles.
Loves Nettles.
Nettles.
And then it's not back to back. There's another one, series 1, 2, and 3.
God almighty. Well, I sat with her, and we had to sit through Grantchester.
Oh, I know, yeah.
You know,
yeah, she likes
she says, Angelos, can you load up Grantchester on the player?
No, please.
No, it's like you know, straight in there. I said, all right, I'll load up Grantchester for you. Anyway, I'm banging Grantchester on, right? And then we go through the titles of Grantchester.
Right.
Okay, you do all the titles, like all the theme tune and all the titles of Grantchester, right? And it gets to the end of the theme tune of Grantchester, right? And she gets her fat finger and sticks it on the pause button on iPlayer, right? She's like that. Boom, pause it. She goes, Angelos, what's going on in this? I said, Megan, listen. We've only just had this is the opening titles, Megan. Right, we haven't even got into the plot of the thing. She said, but I don't want to watch the plot. I want you to tell me what's going on. I says, I don't know.
No patience.
I'm sat here watching it at the same time, in real time, as you. Why would I know what's going on in Grantchester?
Well, yeah.
You know, she says, I don't care. Okay, put it on fast forward.
Yeah.
Put the whole thing on fast forward, like times three, right? She's watching this thing.
Yes.
She says, all right, 20 minutes later, she says, stop it. Gets her fat finger, sticks it on the pause button. She says, what's going on?
Yeah.
I says, I don't know. You've had me watching it on fast forward. How am I supposed to know what's happening, you know?
Well,
she's impossible.
She's an impossible woman. When we used to watch the Midsummer Murders, this interesting you say about the whole, menu of, the different episodes.
Yeah.
She'd try and catch me out.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, she loves all the British, the Grange.
Which is why she likes watching this stuff, because of the British cathedrals and all that. The cathedral. Morse she likes.
The Morse she likes. Well, she'd get Midsummer Murders out. I'd get some of the on DVD. Wonderful. There's a director's commentary. Yeah. There's extras. There's a lot. I presented it to stick it on.
That's it. Yeah, that's what she does. That's what she does.
Anyway, so she tests me out, and she's reading the blurb on the thing as I'm trying to find it on the video recorder.
Right.
She's got a fat finger. She's scrolling down, and she's going, "Look for this one: Murder at the Grange, the Vicarage Curse, the local politician, the changing times, two lesbians with a double-headed dildo."
Hold on a minute.
And I'd go,
hold on a minute.
And I'd say, "What's that?" And she'd go, "Oh, nothing." And then she'd try and catch me, and I'd go, "All right, well, let's watch the one about the vicarage." And we get to the end, she'd go, "The old motor car mystery." Yeah, and I'd scroll down, "Death at the tea party."
Yes.
Bum-ups down at the orgy.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
Bum-ups.
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 What's that she say? That's an American term, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know what she was saying.
Well, she's a very confused person.
Fear of missing out, fear of going out, fear of flying, fear of dying, imposter syndrome, spiders, pipes from Ghostwatch, dolls with buttons for eyes. We're all scared of something, but what are you scared of? Join me, Sarah Morgan, for The Fear, a podcast about the overlap between comedy and horror. The secret lemonade drinker adverts. Geese. That time on Biker Grove when Agma Parlin got shot in the face with a paintball. In each episode, I interview funny, interesting people I like, people like Phil Jupitus, Alice Lowe, Richard Osman, Riley Silverman, and Danielle Ward, about their biggest fears in a judgment-free environment. It is spooktacular. The Fear. And remember, do have nightmares, because they're an entirely appropriate response to the horrors of modern living.
They're culturally way behind.
Because she's gone to me, right? She says, "Angelos!" I've gone, what is it? She says, "Get my iPlayer."
Get the iPlayer.
So I'll get the iPlayer out. She says, "What? Can you put on Foyle's War?"
That's it. She loves all that.
So I'm banging on Foyle's War. We're watching Foyle's War, and she doesn't know what's going on,
of course
right?
She does.
And then she tapped me on the shoulder. She's pressed pause with her fat finger, right? Yeah. And she's tapped me on the shoulder, and she's gone, "What time does Inspector Morris come in?"
Yeah.
I've gone. What are you talking about? She says, "Well, what time does Inspector Morris come in?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, Inspector Morris isn't in this one. This is Foyle's War. This is all about Foyle and his war, and what he does in the war. He shows murder, because there's still murders going on in the war, and Foyle had to solve them, right?" And she says, "I don't care." She says, "I want Inspector Morse."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, then you should have asked me to put on Inspector Morse." She says, "Yeah, but I want Foyle in it as well."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I'm afraid you'll have to pitch that idea to one of the big channels. Because there is no Foyle and Morse program.
No,
maybe if you want to do it like Superman, Spider-Man, or Superman, Batman film like that, like a mega crime busting team, that's actually quite a good idea, But she says to me, she says, "I can't be bothered."
Yes, she can't.
I said, "Well, it's nothing to do with me, okay?" And after that, I was very close to jacking the whole thing in with her.
really, and you want to warn this to Prince Harry, she started off very, very nice, and one day he's going to wake up and there's going to be this woman, this monster, next to him in a four-poster bed, and he's just going to turn around and go, I should have stuck with Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea, that nice one, a nice South African game hunter.
Who was... Oh, yeah, the trophy hunter.
The trophy hunting, nice one.
That would have been
South
nice.
Africa, you know.
Who was she then?
Cressida Bonas was another one.
Cressida Bonas. That's a good name, isn't it?
Lovely. Cressida Bonas, Cressida Dick.
Cressida.
With the Cressida, the first name.
I think you'd have to be suspicious if someone was called... I mean, you don't find many Cressidas on a council estate, do you?
No.
Cressida.
Well, Reece Mogg has got a few. They reckon.
Oh, yeah, well, he's off an estate, isn't he?
He's off an estate.
He's got 15 acres.
Cressida... What a funny name.
It is a funny name. It's a funny name. I was going to call my firstborn Cressida.
That's right.
Yeah, but I didn't in the end.
What did you call it in the end? Chardonnay, wasn't it? Isn't?
Well, I didn't have it.
Well, you haven't got one.
I haven't got one. That's why it's not happened yet.
No, but I mean, Cressida Dick, embarrassing name.
I would be very embarrassed if they had to call that out, like, at the passport office.
Yeah, go,
Cressida Dick. Shut up. Shut up, please.
The truth is, she changed it by default. Originally, it was Cressida Flaps, and then she had to change it.
Yeah, Cressida Flaps.
Miss Flaps, which of course can be.
If you hear that wrong, you're in real trouble. You're banging trouble.
Banging trouble. Well, look, other subjects, because I don't want the royals to get cross with her.
I know you like them. Who's your favourite of the royals?
Oh, blimey.
Who is it?
It's obviously Beatrice and Eugenie. I don't know which one is which, but either of those
you like.
I like people who really do something for the civil list.
I mean, those two, I like them as well, because they are practically on benefits, aren't they?
They're a bit more honest.
They do nothing, and they collect government money.
They are practically on incapacity benefit. The Queen calls them in and goes, "You two scroungers, didn't you think you should do something?" They're like, fuck.
I don't think so. Why should I? Why should I?
You can't make me.
Why should I? Why shouldn't I have 6 cans of tenants of an evening?
I've seen them down at Nisa Local. Yeah. My Nisa Local.
Yes, well, you will see them down there.
Eugenie and Beatrice, I don't know which is which.
200 pensions, isn't it?
200 pensions outside.
And someone's gone, hey, the government's paying for them. They go, yeah, so what?
So what?
So what?
We lie,
why shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I? Why should they have them and I shouldn't have them?
They're out there flobbing into the roads, eating chicken and fried chicken.
Drinking from a quarter bottle of Malibu.
Yeah, them LS shirts they got.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, look, I admire that. It's a little bit more honest.
I like them. I like them.
You speak to Andrew. He's like, oh, what can you do?
What can you do with them?
What can you do?
But you say to them, your kids are practically on benefits, don't you? And you got, all that money and that. Yeah. You say, well, why shouldn't they be on? Why shouldn't they? If they need a claim, they should be able to claim.
Yeah, you can't. Well, the kids they do what they want now.
What can you do? You can't argue with that.
I see them out there. There's got mate. There does a bit of break dancing.
Yeah, on the line.
They're all out there flobbing.
That's it.
There's a little bit of, I don't know what, I'm not saying nothing illegal goes on.
I don't think so.
But those two, I mean, lovely tracksuits. Yeah. I mean, that we pay them for that.
Well, yeah,
nice
trainers, that's right. But they would say, well, why shouldn't you?
Yeah, lovely Belcher chains. You've got lovely black onyx ring.
That's it.
Wears,
yeah, like baseball caps.
Baseball caps are all the way around.
So how do you afford them iPhones?
You fucking pay for it.
Why shouldn't I have an iPhone? Why shouldn't I have one? Why shouldn't I have one? Why not? Why not? Why shouldn't I? I like them.
I love them.
I like them.
What about the thing I had? Did you hear about the bloody? They've picked up seismic activity around that island.
Yeah, where was it?
Oh God, let me have a look. Phil,
is it in the Pacific?
It's in the Pacific.
Indian Ocean.
I'll tell you where it was. It was the line caller. It was in the Indian Ocean. There's a rumble, strange seismic waves that shook the world on November the 11th. baffle researchers. Well, researchers, get your acts together.
Get it-
Me and
get it
Angelos
together.
know exactly what that was about.
What, that rumble?
A rumble. In the
Where was
Indian
it? Where was the Indian Ocean?
The Indian Ocean.
Where was in the Indian Ocean, did you say?
It was in the Indian Ocean and near an island.
Which island was it? I need to know the details because
You
I
made
think
me
I
close.
understand.
Oh,
I
well,
think I
it's-
know what's happened there.
It's near. It says from Madagascar
Yeah.
to Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Picked them up near the island of Mayotte.
Oh, and then I think it's
Yes, yeah.
something of a coincidence that you and your Margaret went on a
Yes,
cruise.
it is of no coincidence.
No, that's right. I think it comes as no surprise to me that
Yes.
there was a seismic shift in the tectonic plates.
That is correct.
Because I think Margaret
Yes.
was on
the
she
toilet.
was on the toilet about that time, wasn't she?
What actually happened was we was playing quoits
Oh, on the deck.
On the deck, and she slipped over on her arse, and the whole boat
The old
shuddered
gone,
out.
yeah.
It's all gone, you know. It's
The
all
old
done.
boat's gone over.
Nearly the old boat's gone.
And what,
Really.
she set off a tsunami.
She set off something like that, but I mean, you know, you're a clever fella, aren't you? You know about that. You're a brilliant scientist.
I
Why
am one of
these?
the best scientists actually going.
Yeah, but I mean, what I did at the time into the Indian Ocean. Christ, we're half a commotion. When Margaret slipped onto the deck, and then the sea went wobbly, and she jumped up, and then and then she Junior Hoylet scored for Queen's Park Rangers. Now. That I never really.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have
I'm
put those.
shocked.
You wouldn't have linked those two. You wouldn't have linked. Like, what this is all. This is what's so good about cause and effect, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, you wouldn't think that Margaret falling over on a boat in the middle of the Indian Ocean
That's right.
would have a knock-on effect to
No.
QPR.
It's
Queen's
right.
Park
Well,
Rangers.
this is what happened.
But this is what happened, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's all right. As Angelos says, you wouldn't expect to have that series of events. The ship was dented, and then she fell. The sea went up, and then the wave went up, and we got washed onto an island. Margaret was said, "Oh, I am freezing cold, and so I had to build a shelter." She.
Oh, it's more. There's more. Oh, you're
The song
stranded.
goes on too
But I
long.
didn't know that.
Yeah, is there more? No, there's.
Were you stranded on a desert island with Margaret?
We've been on it. We're stuck on the desert islands.
Wait, I think I heard you. I remember you saying you got stuck on that desert island,
Yeah.
but you were very lucky because it was the only desert island in the whole of the Indian Ocean that had a Toby Carvery.
We were very lucky, and we do like the starter there. We had the mushrooms, the garlic mushroom.
Very lucky.
It was very incredible. It was, they do an early bird if you get in there early. I mean,
Usually, only people
there was a
like, in
couple of
there
natives, but they were eating each other. We went in and
in the buffet.
in the buffet. Yeah. So we helped ourselves to the buffet.
Yeah,
People look at it as very odd, you know.
yeah. Well, you know. Yeah.
I mean, they do all this, the standard menu, but the geezer comes up and he goes, I don't know how they speak out there. Do you want to? No, don't do that. But he comes up and he goes,
What's he gone?
"Can I take your order, please?"
I thought so.
I thought, well, God, we washed up on this island.
Yeah. He said, "Would you like some water?" No.
No.
I'll have a bottle of Blue Nun, please.
Bottle of Blue Nun we had.
Yeah.
So Margaret has gone for the mushrooms, the garlic mushrooms, as I say.
Right.
They do
Very
run.
lucky because normally it's just coconuts, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it
and there's
was
no way to
quite-
start a
it
fire,
was
and they've
quite-
got like full power electric
Well,
and gas.
this is what it was. After we had the meal, we sat down on the beach, and I started rubbing two sticks together that I found in the car park of the Hilton that was right there.
Right.
So the bloke comes and says, "Hello, sir, would you like to come in?"
Yeah.
You know, it's extraordinary.
Yeah, that's extraordinary. So when you got in the Hilton, I mean, were you put off by the prices, or were you thought, "Oh no, we'd be all right here.
Well, it was a standard Hilton. We got in the room and I erected, a temporary shelter out of blankets.
Tarpaulin and that.
And then the chambermaid come in and goes, "No, I've made a bed for you."
Okay,
it was very lucky.
Yeah, because I remember when I was stranded on that desert island.
Yeah, I
I got washed off a boat.
Papua New Guinea.
It was just off the coast of Papua New Guinea, so we're looking at the South Pacific or somewhere like that, or the Indian Ocean or something like that. Anyway, it was in the middle of nowhere in the sea, right?
Yes.
This is island. I get washed up, and I thought, "Oh my God, I'm saved." But I thought, well, this is now where the real battle begins.
Yes, of course.
The fight for survival.
Yeah,
it's all very well getting washed up,
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, okay. Anyway, I get washed up there and I spend the night on the beach thinking, oh Christ, thank God for that. Tomorrow morning I'll get the coconuts together and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wake up, right, and I come to and I look over and it's a little chef over there.
Yeah,
right.
Nice.
I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I've gone in there and they said, all right, mate. I says, hello. I says, you been here long? He says, yeah. I says, I'll have the Olympic breakfast, please.
Yes.
And they give me the Olympic breakfast. I'll wolf it down.
Yeah.
And then they says, that's 11 quid,
Right.
And it's just like for a fried breakfast, it's 11 quid.
It's a lot of money.
And I said, I ain't got that money.
No.
Anyway, they kicked me out.
Right.
They kicked me out, right, and I'm back on the bloody beach again, right, getting coconuts and all that and building a fire and stuff.
Yeah.
And they've looked out the window at me, and I'm looking in the window, and I've got no other customers.
No.
There's no other customers, right?
That's it.
And I think, what is the point of this, Why charge so much for breakfast? You're pricing yourself out of the market with your only customer that's going to be here for the next 20 years.
I mean, they're waiting for the next shipwreck, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, that is not a good business model. And I told them that in the letter I pushed under their door.
But you would be written on parchment.
Yeah, written on parchment. And I put a big note in the sand as well.
Yeah, that's
like listing my grievances.
Yeah, that's
little
right.
chef, and I said I'm going to write to the CEO as well when I get off this island.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I had another when I was washed up on that desert island, out of sight, South China Sea.
Yeah,
and there was nothing there, no restaurants, nothing. I was not, but there was pineapples.
Yes,
and that was all. That was the only indigenous fruit. There.
Right.
So it was extraordinary. I took the sharp bits off the pineapple that I fashioned into a way of killing, any live animal. I took the skins, a weapon. I took the skins of the pineapple and I managed to sew them together with some of the twine inside the pineapple. I would eat the pineapple. I'm not keen on pineapple, but I would eat that.
Yeah.
And after about 6 months, you would be amazed on what I managed to erect as a house. Fuck all. It was terrible. Nothing.
Yeah.
I had a couple of old pineapple skins and...
Yeah, nothing doing. Well, it's only interesting you say that, because I was washed up on that desert island in just like in the sea, but off the coast of American Samoa, all down there, Samoa, So I'm round that way there.
Round that way.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been washed up. And there's loads of coconuts there.
Yeah.
And I'm there, I'm eating these coconuts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I thought, these shells are good,
Yes.
So I start making little bits of, things you put on the table.
Yes,
little decorations and stuff and all that. Things you can plop stuff in it, like a holder or a cup.
For snacks.
It's all that thing like dips and snacks.
Yeah, well, that's...
And I sold them on eBay.
Yeah.
Right. And I made a lot of money. I made loads of money.
Yeah,
I made loads of money. But, of course, there was no way of spending the money because I was on a desert island.
Well,
I was, in the end, I thought there's no point carrying on with this business because I can't access the money that I'm making,
Yeah. Well,
it was shame.
Let's
just see how long we've
How long have we done? We've been at it for bloody ages. We can't think. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably going to... I think we've had enough. Now, listen. Who's coming?
God.
Who's coming?
Who wants some?
Roll up.
Roll ups.
14th. The
14th of December. The 14th of December. At the Museum of Comedy. Live podcast. We've got a Patreon.
We've got a Patreon who's going to come on,
and we're going to interview them. I'm going to find out all about their dirty little life.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be good fun, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yes.
Go to Museum of Comedy online. See if you can get some tickets.
See if you can do that.
And it will be a right laugh. We'll get the show over
right laugh.
A right laugh and some booze.
Oh, yeah, booze. Somewhere we'll have a right old drink up afterwards.
But ladies...
And if you want to become a Patreon, keep this muck going.
Yeah, but you get the real gold, the 15-minute extra.
And the video. And the bloody video of this.
And a lot.
Hello,
there's a camera
videos. Oh, no.
No, oh, bye.